come out, and then I really started to learn about what being a Jew really meant. I moved here when I was 12 years old, went to high school here, North Scottsdale, ended up going down to the University of Arizona in Tucson. I went to BBYO, ACA. My mother thought it was really important when I meet other Jewish kids. She would drive me from North Scottsdale all the way down to the Jewish Community Center at 17th Avenue, Maryland. And if you think about that geographically, that's a real long distance. Went to college, I joined the Jewish fraternity. Got out of college, I got really involved right away in my career. I had a job at the Scottsdale Air Park in real estate. A couple years later, after a couple more jobs, I started my own home building company by building my first house. And that led to another house, which led to another house. And before I knew it, we had our first community going up at the Scottsdale Country Club. And I would say that would be 1985, 1988, 1989. 1991, started to get things going, making a little bit of money. I met a gentleman that just moved up here from Tucson in the banking business. And his name was Robert Sarver. Some of you may have heard of him. He's the managing partner with Phoenix Suns. One of my best friends, I'm also owner of the Phoenix Suns with him. You might see me once in a while down there on the sidelines running around like a maniac, yelling for the team. His family was very different than my family because they were very involved in Jewish philanthropy and philanthropy in general from a young age. It was very much instilled in his family growing up in Tucson. Because of my family's background, my dad being a Holocaust survivor and not really believing in philanthropy because of the situation he went through, and no one really reached out to him when he grew up. He lost his entire family, in Poland, and really having a rough go coming to America. Being detached and not giving, didn't feel like he was important for him to give back. It wasn't instilled in me as a kid. So when I met Robert, he shared with me, why it was important to become a part of the community and why it was important to give back. So I started to get involved. I got on the board of the Jewish Federation. I got on board a couple other organizations. And the first thing that became really clear to me was we needed to build a Jewish Community Center. The Jewish Community Center was on the wrong side of town. It was old, the roof was falling in, it was just falling down, and we needed to get one in North Scottsdale. So we spent the next 10 years, it's a long story, a lot of time to share all the gory details with you tonight, but over the next 10 years we got one built today. You see it at the corner of Scottsdale Road and Sweetwater. And something I'm really proud of, I think is super important. It's the kind of the central address for the Jewish community here in Phoenix. We follow that up by building a Jewish day school right next door. And both of them are really, warm and vibrant institutions today, and they're going to be there for a real long time. But, I think if you're going to be, involved in business, and you're going to be, a Jewish person in the community, it's really important to pay it forward. I think that's kind of a term of the new millennial generation today. I was out getting a cup of coffee the other day at the drive-thru line at Starbucks, and the lady in front of me bought me a cup of coffee. Unbeknownst to me, I get up there and said, she paid it forward for you. I was, it's quite surprised. So I think it's kind of cool. Daniel Feud worked for me. I've had 6 or 7 other young guys working for me that were sons of friends of mine. They're getting started in their careers in business. I think it's a great way, for young people to get started, working in a big company, to kind of learn their way around a corporation, to learn different aspects of business. We have multiple departments. We have a finance department. We have analytics department. We have a sales and marketing department. There's a place in the company for everybody. So if I can offer somebody some experience, it's a great way to get started. That's one way that I can kind of give back to the community. I give back from being involved in APAC. I give back from being involved in JNF. Jewish philanthropic boards. Alzheimer's Institute is really important to me. My mother-in-law passed away from Alzheimer's. My father passed away from pancreatic cancer. I'm involved with that at TGen. So I think it's important if you're making money and you're successful, you know, in your life and your career, to give back. I mean, it was told to me that, you know, you can't measure yourself by your net worth. And, you know, people that think success is measured by what's in their bank account, you know, are really got it wrong. So that's kind of the way I live and the way I kind of think. You know, success is measured or created, you know, through a lot of different ways. It's luck, it's perseverance, it's skill, it's timing. You know, it's all the above. And you know, I've been really fortunate to take advantage of all that. Arizona's been a great place to be the last 30 years, particularly in the home building and the real estate space. So, love to answer any of your questions or hear any of your thoughts, and go in any direction that you'd like to go.
All jokes aside, I guess I'm Helen Rogoff, and I'm playing management at ASU. And I was wondering, I think that your story is really neat. What kind of inspired you to get into real estate?
You know, that's an interesting question, and I got kind of a silly answer. You know, my parents said we're pretty modest. I had a great uncle. Okay, who I got the biggest check from at my bar mitzvah. I got a $500 check from him, and all the other checks were $25 checks. And he lived in LA, Southern California. He was in the garment industry, but he invested in a home building operation. It was building homes after World War II in the San Fernando Valley for $15,000 a piece. And these were homes that were lined up like they'd sell 100 of them in a weekend. And he made a lot of money, more money selling homes than he did in the garment industry. And that kind of like, when he told me the story when I was a little kid, 13, 14 years old, that kind of like stuck with me. So when I went to college, I wasn't a very good student, to be frank with you.